took your stance, you were ready to face the delivery, the ball was delivered to you, and it was a good length delivery. You knew you could smash it for a cover drive down the boundary for 4, took out your front foot, your bat was raised, then you thought, let's get bowled out, and you just left the delivery. That is what I felt. You were in perfect position to face the delivery. You had the perfect start to your speech. You had a good body build up. And then you left it without a conclusion, which is the crux of the table topic. If you could have just tied the ends of the speech, it would have been a wonderful attempt. Nevertheless, great effort. We'll have applause for all the speakers right at the end because there are 10 which I have to evaluate. Next up was Rishi, Toastmaster Rishi. So how many table topics have you been part of? So I'll evaluate you in that one. This was your first one? Second one. So nevertheless, I think what you spoke was very relevant in the current scenario of the society, and I feel with you because that is what exactly is happening and things have to change. So very well done bringing up that topic, but I felt the topic which you were given, in some manner you could not connect it with what you were speaking here on stage. So that is a very important thing, because when you take part later on in your life in table topic contests, the major marks goes into this, that have you spoken on the lines of the topic. This is for all the members and also the guests who've come here, that the topic which is given to you, try speaking on the topic and not go away from the topic, because the topic is what defines your speech and not what you speak should define the topic. Alright, so just keep this in mind. Nevertheless, a great job done, Toastmaster Rishi. Next up was Sanchit, guest. You were a guest, right? So you've come back after a long time and you had the courage to come back here. You have a good command over the language and you spoke really well. You just left it a little bit at the end, but I especially loved what you spoke, how you connected your personal story to the story of the rabbit and the tortoise. That was really well done. Next was Ritesh Goyal. You're a Toastmaster, right? Of SLTM, so Salt Lake Toastmasters. You were a great speaker, but I feel that you had a lot of time left. Utilize the time, because you're already a Toastmaster, you've seen what happens. Come up with something. A personal example is the best, as is always told. So if you could have come up with a small personal example to the topic or continued speaking about something else, I think you could have utilized the time in a better manner. So please do that in the next table topic which you give. Nevertheless, you again have a great command over the language. Just try to reduce the crutch words. You use a little tad bit much of the R's. So just keep it in your mind. So if it's in your mind, you will reduce it over time. I have also done it. I had a lot of R's in my speech, but gradually through coming to table topics and giving speeches, it gets reduced. So just keep it at the back of your mind. Next up was Toastmaster Tanu Sadhwani. I think I've seen you after a very long time as a table topic speaker. I don't know why don't you come up on stage. You're so fluent. You command over the language when you think and you speak in a simultaneous manner, which is a great art. Many people do not have it because it is effortless when it comes out. You did not have a crutch word today. Not a single crutch word. That is how fluent you were. And I don't know why the Vice President Education is not catching her to give more speeches. I think you should catch all these members who come up here and give such fluent, because the club needs more speeches, and I think Tanu Sadhwani has a speech ready. So just catch her. The Vice President Education, that's your work. Next up was guest, I forgot your name. Shreyash. So again, great attempt. First year St. Xavier's. I was also first year St. Xavier's 3 years back. So great attempt. You had the courage to come up on stage. Again, you had time, but nevertheless, your first attempt. Keep coming to Toastmasters. You'll be a great speaker someday because you have the courage and you have the ability to speak. Next up was, I don't know what to say about Toastmaster Rachit. Hats off to you. You've added humor to your armory. Now I'm scared of you. Like, I used to think that Toastmaster Rachit and me are equals. Like, maybe I have a little tad bit of humor over him. He has a little bit of, quotes over me. He uses his quotes all the time. But today he added humor to his speech, delivered it in a very well combined manner. And I think hats off to you because you're improving day by day, and I'm really scared of you. Next up was Toastmaster Dilip. I think you have you're improving day by day. Keep coming into table topics. You use the topic really well to add it to your situation. You spoke on lines of the topic, which is very important as a table topic speaker. And the job well done. Next up was Toastmaster Vedant Mehra. I'll leave it to you, the senior members and the other guests, whoever wants to evaluate me offline. Next up was Vinita. sorry, Nikita, Virendra Sehwag, I should say. First ball you came in, took your stance, smash, 4. Next ball you left the delivery bold, gone back to the ball. Why? You were so good when you came up. I thought you would deliver a speech your father would be proud of. But then you left it. You had so much of time, you could have taken a step back, thought about what the topic was. Because when you came up on stage, you were fiery. Then you just left it. I was astonished at why is she leaving the stage. I wanted to pull you back and say that don't leave the stage. You're speaking well, just continue. So next time, do not leave the stage. Finish your speech and go. Alright? And with that, I think we should have a really loud round of applause for all the table topic speakers.